Married to themselves. Now, what I'm about to share with you is going to be really challenging, so just kind of bear with me as I go through the idea. See, when you're married, you're willing to protect and whatever it takes to make that thing work, okay? And most anorexics are married to themselves. They're married to them. They will do anything to protect themselves. They will blame you, criticize you, silence you, not have sex with you, anything they have to do with any level of intensity to make sure they're safe. To make sure that they're not, there's no threat of you finding out that they're not perfect, no threat of intimacy or sexuality. They'll do anything to keep that bubble around them. They're married to themselves. They're in a covenant with themselves, okay? When you're married to someone else, you're protecting them. You want to know who they are. You're discovering them. You're in a we. Anorexics are in a me. Like all addicts, it's me. It feels very adolescent because it is. Any addiction robs you of spiritual, emotional, moral maturity. So it feels like you're married to a teenager. It does. Because that commitment to safety, that commitment to being protected is antithetical to healthy marriage. It's kind of like the egg and the sperm. When they come together, they both die to make the egg and sperm to make a baby. Okay, marriage is supposed to be two people coming together and they both die. They both give up the little wall to become one. Okay, anorexics, they're one by themselves. Okay, you just happen to be in their world, in their orbit, but not connected. Okay, unless there's a threat. So how to tell if they're loving them or loving you? Well, this is really simple. If they're doing recovery, they love you. And if they're doing the workbooks, they're doing the phone calls, the things we're going to talk about later, they love you. If they're doing the dailies with you, the 2 feelings, the 2 praises and prayers, they're doing that with you, they love you. And if they won't do it, they don't. Now, the hardest thing I do in my career is explaining to, especially women, but men, that their spouse doesn't love them. That they're not married to them. They're tolerating them. They put up with them. They function with them. They perform with them. But it's not love. Love, they're connected. Here's simple. You love what you protect and you protect what you love. And if you're protecting yourself, you love yourself. If you're protecting your spouse, you love your spouse. It's simple, okay? So if you are feeling that you're alone in this marriage, you might be, because they might be married to them. Because if it's just so expensive for them to connect to you, and once you give them the tools, you give them the anorexia materials, maybe even walk through the whole class together, and they won't do the work, the not doing the work is an indication that they are married to them and there's nothing you can do to make me married to you. And if you're in that situation, you're in a situation where someone's married to themselves and they're not married to you.